But
That's when I wiped out the motorcycle.
oh my gosh. That is actually so annoying. I hate when you do stuff like that because you remember that one time that you were riding Megan's horse and I was so mad at you. I'm like, and you went bareback. It's a small horse, but I was like, don't you dare fall. You were like in the prime of like being in a lot of pain. And what happened? I think you had like a recent
I will tell
surgery
you,
or
Megan. I wish
something.
Megan was here because it pissed me off. She puts the saddle on, and I used to saddle horses every single day. I know what a tight saddle is, and she treats me like a dumbass. And I'm moving him, and it's a skinny little horse. I said, Megan, this saddle is not tight. Yes, it is, Dad. You know, her normal. Yes, it is. Just so I'm like, it's not tight enough. Fine. I get on the horse. I'm going down the road. We're not going really fast, but something kind of spooked the horse, like a car or something like that, and it kind of sidestepped, and then kind of crab walked or whatever, and then jumped, and fucking saddle starts to go sideways. And you know how when your feet are in the stirrups, if you get too far and you can't get your feet, especially with my metal hip, like I'm not very flexible, right? So as soon as it went sideways, I pushed off both feet and popped them out of the stirrups and bailed so that I didn't get drugged by the horse.
Mind you, I told you not to leave in the first place because I didn't want you to fall because you were in the prime of like being in a lot of pain.
I was having a rough time of it.
It
And
was really bad,
and
actually.
I hit my fucking hip so hard on the rocks. And when you have hip replacements, there's scar tissue and stuff, so it's like metal against the flesh. And it's hard to break, they say, but man, it hurt. And I was black and blue.
My POV, right? I told you not to leave. I didn't want you to fall off the horse. Not that I didn't think you were a capable horse person, but I just had a bad feeling. And you leave, and I didn't even know where you went, but you left the property. And so I was out in the yard and I was taking care of the animals. I don't even know. And I just see Megan's horse run down the back end of our property with a sideways saddle. And I'm like, motherfucker, what happened? Where did he go? Why is the horse coming from this way? And so I jump on, I actually catch the horse, rip off the saddle and get on her and like run bareback. And I don't really do
Looking
that
for
a whole
me.
lot. Looking for you. And the neighbors were coming to pick up like a snowmobile or something and they had a gator. And I'm like, I don't know where my dad went. Can you please go that way? You know, I'll go this way. I couldn't find any hoof prints or anything. And so I just went off in one direction. And you were walking down the same driveway, that horse, the neighbor's driveway on the back end of our property. And he ended up picking you up. But I was freaking out.
Well, because you went to the house the back way, you missed me.
I was
so
like,
you were still
yes.
looking for me.
I was so worried that you were like laying in a ditch somewhere with like a broken hip bleed. Like I thought the worst. I was actually really terrified for you. And then I think I yelled at you. I was like,
oh, you think you yelled at me? I didn't hear the end of it for a week.
Well, you still don't hear the end of it, and it's been like 3 years.
Yes.